Now, how do these people fit into our understanding of Freemasonry?
Well, first of all, Freemasonry, on one level, is a organization that markets itself as a group of men that get together and socialize and provide each other with business contacts. But on a deeper level, there are a number of positions within Masonry. They're called levels, and as one works their way up, they become aware that they are worshiping another god other than the Christian God, because they recruit primarily among Christian people. And as they move forward, their involvement in various types of crime, particularly crimes against children, become much more prevalent and frequent. So, for example, if you would talk to a level 1 Mason, somebody who's just joined, they basically really don't know what they're getting into, and they don't know that there are meetings that they're never invited to and rituals that are occurring in their lodge that they have no access to. So then there are other organizations that also have people on very low levels of involvement, and basically these people are outsiders. They'll never attain a significant amount of power. They probably will never participate in a sexual scenario or in a sacrifice scenario. They're usually what I guess I would term are throwaways. They're useful to get access to various pieces of information. A lot of times money will change hands, or maybe a promotion will occur if they're willing to help accomplish a certain task. But they will never make decisions that will impact large numbers of people.
Marianne, how are people chosen to participate in the kind of rituals you described?
Well, I think it's really important to note that, first of all, this is not a group that you sign up for because you saw an ad in the paper. This is something that your ancestors participated in and have proven their loyalty and effectiveness. And this is something that goes on for generations, and oftentimes it's something, first of all, that you're born in. If you're going to be a high-level person in the organization, you're absolutely born into it, and you're trained and you're studied throughout your childhood to see what your aptitudes and talents are and your level of loyalty and commitment are. And then based on your individual positive and negative, they select tasks that would be appropriate where you can perform well for them. And people who are in the Masons and the Illuminati, also referred to as the light bearers, can sometimes come through various states. The Mormons in particular have very close ties to the Masons, and I think that's part of the reason why they are so well-versed in their ancestry. Also, the Nation of Islam, the worship of Islam, has a lot of parallel belief systems, as well as what the Illuminati believes. I'm not sure if I answered your question very well.
Let's just step back for a moment.
Okay.
Looking at the United States, who are these families? They're generational Satanists?
Yeah,
Are they prominent families? Or
absolutely. Absolutely. They're people that are in the news on a daily basis. And sometimes it's the people behind them that are even more powerful. They're the people that you and I will never hear about on the news. And I'm sure that there are people who have no awareness. They're not the kind of people that would seek out your show or pick up a book to learn more about this, that have maybe a suspicion that all is not well. Just intuitively, they know that this person has an agenda that's not in the best interest of the country or their peers. I think a lot of the failures that you've
Marianne,
seen.
we have to pause for a second, for 3 minutes exactly. We'll be back in 3 minutes. This is fascinating. Okay, we're back with Marianne. Marianne, before the break, we were talking about the relationship between the Illuminati and Freemasons. Can you tell, and you were saying that the Illuminati are old families, generational Satanists.
Yeah.
So how do they fit in with Freemasonry? Are they the elite of Freemasonry? Are they like 33
yes,
degrees and above?
essentially. Yes, that's a very good descriptor. These are people who, at least in the European arena, that is definitely true. The world has basically been divided into 10 regions, with different groups being in control of those regions. And in North America, most definitely, they are people related to the crowns of Europe, and also Europe has been united in the European Union. We will be seeing something similar occurring here and in South America, and all those individuals are very interrelated through marriage and various relationships.
Now, Marianne, every time I mention the Illuminati, I get letters from people who say I'm just covering up for the Jews. It's the Jews, and the Illuminati don't exist, and I'm just basically a frontman for the Zionists, trying to cover up their role. Is this true?
Actually, I find that pretty funny. I would most certainly. My first thought is those are the people that are writing you are the people that you're exposing. It's as if you were to say that every Muslim is a terrorist, every Christian, speaks in tongues. I mean, there's just no way to delegate and assign a group of people as being solely involved in domination when it comes to religion. In fact, Masonry is very similar to many of the teachings in Islam. So I find that really interesting that they would accuse you of that. Realize that their agenda is to keep people in the dark so that they can do what they want to do.
But Freemasonry is based on the Jewish Kabbalah, and Jews have claimed a connection with Freemasonry. Do you have any particular knowledge about the relationship between Jews and the Illuminati?
Yes. First of all, any good Jew knows that there are different thoughts or what would be comparable to a denomination in the Christian church. And Kabbalah is, number one, very, very involved in the Freemasonry. It's just as Wicca and paganism and some of the other esoteric groups, the New Age group, all play a role in the Illuminati and their agenda. So, yes, there's absolutely some people who are Jewish who have a lot of control in this, and definitely, we are familiar with those people that have been named, and that's accurate. But to say all are involved, that's really unfortunate, and it's distracting from the real issues.